Carriazo on the floor early in the ball game.
And this is another guy na gusto natin panoorin, Tony De La Cruz. You know, he's I think he's the most consistent Filipino or local para dito sa Shell Turbochargers. You know he's gonna get his 18-20 points a game.
At si Tony De La Cruz, alam mo kahit saan mo ilagay yan, may sweet shooting hand si De La Cruz. As Renzi Bahar opens up his ball game. And speaking of watching players, you know, Renzi Bahar, I still remember his first game in General Santos where John Moran put him in and he scored. He broke his own personal best of 14 points by scoring 16 points in that game.
And ano yun, first win ng Shell for this season.
That's right.
So mataas na talagang kumpiyansa nitong si Renzi Bahar. Kaya naman kahit na nagpalit na ng coach, and it's Coach Leo now, the trust is still there. He sees the value for Renzi Bahar. And going back to Tony De La Cruz, Hans, itong si Tony De La Cruz, walang pilit na tira, you know, he just goes to the open spot, gets those wide open jumpers, and it just looks so easy for him.
He's all around, and there's Alvarez. De La Cruz, kick out to Rayback, 4 seconds on the shot clock. Bahar beats the shot clock. Excellent start for Renzi Bahar so far. So Rudy Hatfield, again, as we said earlier, medyo feeling his way around, no? Still trying to get his flow. Medyo mahirap na naman mawala ka with a foot injury. I hope his fractured foot is completely healed. Mark Sanford, sinagot na ang first 5 points ng Shell with his own jumper.
Going back to that injury, alam mo kahit na fully healed na yung injury, ang pinakamahirap dyan yung mental state. You know, if kung medyo aalalayan mo yung paa mo or will you play all out right away. So that's one thing that Rudy Hatfield it'll come with the minutes that he plays in the games.
Pero tama ka dyan, medyo binibaby nyo eh. Siyempre, ayaw mo masaktan ulit. Ayaw mong biglain masyado. So you have a tendency nga na psychologically you don't give it your all.
And usually, pag yung right foot yung nai-injure sa'yo, yung kaliwa yung
nagko-compensate.
Oo, nagko-compensate. And more often than not, medyo nagkakaroon ng injury din yung kaliwa.
That's right. Foul underneath the basket for Jamil Watkins committing his first foul. Baby hook, rebounds his own miss.
Well, mapapansin natin, Ford doesn't have the lift that he used to have nung first few games ng Coca-Cola. You know, but still, Coach Chotres opting to stick it out with Mark Sanford. Alam naman natin yung value ni Mark Sanford. The last time they played, he scored 51 points. So, Mark Sanford, injured and all, epektibo pa rin.
That's to the point na susugal ni Coach Chot na kahit na masakit yung tuhod niya. Rather than start a new import in Tate Decker, he will just take his chance. And pass intercepted there by Rudy Hatfield. Excellent anticipation. Ito pala si Rudy Hatfield. Hiniram daw yung mouthpiece niya mula kay Manny Pacquiao. Rich Alvarez to Jamil Watkins. Tapped out and ball turned over to the Coca-Cola Tigers. Alam mo, Dominic, kanina may nabanggit ka na maganda yung matchup between Rivas and Jamil Watkins.
Oh, that's one person I think who can match up against Jamil Watkins kasi pareho silang, they have pretty much the same build. They're both long. And we saw that time a good defense ng Coca-Cola. Nag-help side sila from the baseline, forcing Jamil Watkins into a turnover.
Tony De La Cruz. No go on his off-the-board shot on that fast break. Ato to Carriazo. Carriazo. Hatfield throws it up and gets it to go.
And he comes out with a smile. Well, yan yung mga pangkumpiyansa rin. Pag galing ka sa isang injury, pag nakakashoot ka, alam naman natin na basta makashoot ang isang player, you know, that makes his day.
Rich Alvarez. Watkins harassed inside, stolen by Mark Sanford. Tapped out by what looked like Watkins. No, the ball will stay with the Turbochargers. I think Sanford touched it in his attempt to keep it alive for Coca-Cola, pero hindi po niya na-control yung bola.
5 seconds left on the shot clock, so
Carriazo fouling De La Cruz.
not really agreeing with that call, but the veteran that he is, Jeffrey Carriazo, just accepting the call. You know, he didn't react to the referee anymore, and I'm sure he's gonna try to get him back somehow.
Magandang disposition ni Jeffrey Carriazo. That's tama ka dyan. Part of it is dahil veterano na siya. The other part is, in general, he's a very laid-back, easygoing guy with a deadly shot.
You know, he's the go-to guy para dito sa Coca-Cola Tigers, especially in the All-Filipino Conference.
This is one of those few people na nakikita ko na tuwing fast break, rather than lay up and stop and pop. Pero may kumpiyansa talaga siya na papasok. Tony De La Cruz making both of his free throws. De La Cruz 71.4% from the free throw line. It's, I think the word that TJ Banotok likes to use is respectable. Mark Sanford straight away. Swish.
He got a nice soft jump shot from si Mark Sanford, and most of his points talaga nanggagaling sa jump shot. Hindi naman siya yung type of player na parang si Jamil Watkins na gustong-gusto makuha yung bola sa loob and try to slam it.
Si Jamil naman, given any opportunity, he will dunk that ball.
Well, alam naman natin na, you know, he's so much taller. He's probably the tallest import, and he's got long reach. So I'm sure instructions by this guy on your screens, Coach Leo Osias, whenever you get it down low, try to dunk the ball. More often than not, kasi mafa-foul ka dyan eh.
That's true. And if you can dunk the ball, it's a higher percentage shot than, you know, a layup or a jump shot. At Morano for three! Gets him to go!
And this guy, alam mo, dinagay ni Coach Trot Reyes to sandali dun sa injured list. Or rather, dun sa reserve list.
Reserve list.
Oo, and sabi nga ni Coach Trot Reyes, because they're coming off, they've lost 3 of their last 4. So medyo gusto niya i-shake up ng konting things, and that's the way Coach Trot Reyes shakes up things. Parang, alam mo yun, sabihin ako, nobody is indispensable.
Take a look at that last play where Jamil Watkins powers his way underneath, draws the foul, and gets the shot to go.
Parang tinabi lang niya si Randy Davis doon.
And Jamil's 58% from the line, showing its signs now as they send him to the foul line. It's a nice getaway play by Randy Rivas.
When you have the same shooting percentage, free throw shooting percentage of Shaquille O'Neal, that's
nothing to be proud of. Jamil Watkins, a product of Georgetown University in Washington. Mike Rayback with that miss. Ato Morano in traffic.
You know, looking at the lineup of the Shell Turbochargers, they're a very tall lineup except for Renzi Bahar. Everybody is above 6'4". You know, you have Mike Rayback, you have Jamil Watkins, Tony De La Cruz, and Rich Alvarez. You know, very tall but very quick.
Mark Sanford with a long jump shot. Yung jump shot ni Sanford, talagang it looks so effortless na half the time hindi mo alam kung pasok o hindi.
Saka hindi mo alam kung parang hindi siya titira eh.
Watkins double team there, no go, no foul.
And if you notice, Hans, lagi nilang pinapapuntang baseline. Itong si Jamil Watkins, tas doon nanggagaling yung help. And that's the second time he's turned the ball over with that kind of defense. So magandang scouting report so far nitong Coca-Cola Tigers.
Speaking of turnovers, that's the one Achilles heel
That averages 6.1 turnovers a game.
Jamil Watkins has in any given game aside from his free throws. Carriazo almost lost that ball off to Rivas. Rivas with the jumper short, rebounded by Rayback.
Not really known for his jump shots from si Rafi Rivas, something that he'll have to work
Alvarez off the glass and tip in by Watkins.
That's an offensive rebound and a putback for Jamil Watkins. He averages close to 19 rebounds and 7 of those.
Air ball.
7 of those, Hans, offensive rebounds.
Ika nga nung binanggit namin kanina, if Coca-Cola loses this game, it must again hope that San Miguel Beer beats Red Bull. And a timeout called by the Turbochargers early on in the game. Let's take a look at an interview with Leo Austria pregame.
Para sa amin, importante ito dahil alam yung team namin na gutom sa panalo. Although, hindi naman ito masyado makaka-affect sa standing. Saka Santa Lucia, hindi rin masyado dahil assured na kami doon sa knockout eh. And I'm happy na nare-realize ng mga player na kung paano manalo ngayon, alam na nila eh. Well, hindi kami makakapamili eh. Dahil para sa amin kahit sino, pwede naming kaharapin dahil nating tulos kami. Ang pressure yung mga nasa taas dahil right now, hindi mo pa alam kung sino yung magiging number 5. Sa next level, ano yan eh, meron chance eh. Dahil 4 kayo sa bracket, manalo ka ng 2. That means, semi-finalist ka na. No, manalo ka ng the best of 3. So, andun yung chance eh. Kaya ito maganda itong format na ito para sa akin.
Yan po ang mga pinagmumuni-munihan ni Coach Leo Austria. Napaka-optimistic niya, no? Pero deep down inside, hindi ako magugulat kung siguro pinagdadasal niya rin na dahil nga doon sa pagkapanalo nila over Santa Lucia in their last game, na makuha nila ulit ang Santa Lucia aside from meron na silang psychological advantage. Pakiramdam siguro ni Coach Leo na mas maganda yung matchup ng kanyang mga bata against the Realtors.
At maganda yun yung pupunta ka sa quarterfinal or doon sa wild card phase na galing ka sa panalo.
Oo.
At yun ang sinasabi nga ni Coach Leo Austria, na natuto na sila kung paano manalo. And that's one thing that a young squad like Shell, it's a good sign for them.
Alvarez, stolen, restolen by Renzi Bahar. Foul on the way to the hoop. Nakausap ko din, nakapanayam ko din si Coach Jong Oichigo ng San Miguel. At kahit sigurado na sila may quarterfinal berth sila, sabi nga ni Coach Jong, gusto pa rin namin mapanalunan lahat ng laro namin. Dahilan lang, pagpasok namin ng quarters, ayun nga, you're coming off a win. Hindi ka nasanay na natalo because kahit pa paano, kahit nasabihin mong no-bearing game yan, pag pumasok ka na ng quarterfinals, kailangan mo rin yung psychological momentum na yun eh.
At mahirap yung manggagaling ka sa talo. Medyo tatamarin ka niyan eh. You know, that's something that if you begin to lose, especially for San Miguel, may ibang nagsasabi that they're peaking too early. But you know, I'm sure Coach Jong Yuchiko naisip niya na yan and he keeps on pushing his wards para hindi sila mawala dun sa level na pinaglalaroan nila ngayon.
Right. Cariaso to Hatfield. Hatfield. Defensive Shell is preventing them from going in. It's Hatfield with a rush. Excellent rush shot.
4 points now para kay Rudy Hatfield. And that's not a shot that we've seen Rudy Hatfield done more than maybe 3 times in his full career.
Right. Bahar kay De La Cruz kay Watkins. Binabantayan ni Rafi Rivas. Rich Alvarez with a jumper. Yun nga, sinasabi natin, that's not Rich Alvarez's shot either.
Well, ano yan, si Rich Alvarez, you know, he's not too consistent dun sa kanyang jump shot, but he'll hit it from time to time. And matatawagan ng foul itong si Tony De La Cruz, yung first personal niya.
Pushing foul on number 35, Tony De La Cruz. His first personal third team foul for the Shell Turbo Chargers.
And we can see Ronald Tubit making his way to the officials table. Here's a guy that's really come out. As he comes in for Rich Alvarez, ito si Ronald Tubid. In the last game, 20 points. Best player of the game. He had a key 3-pointer in the final 4.5 minutes. At yan ang dahilan din kung bakit ngayon siya ay 6th in the league in 3-point shooting overall.
Well, ibang-iba yung kumpiyansa ni Ronald Tubid. Alam naman natin na naglaro itong si Ronald Tubid for Coach Leo Austria in the amateur. So alam niya yung laro nito. And you know, he's gonna get his minutes. At hindi naman niya pinapahiya yung tiwalang binibigay sa kanya ng coach niya.
Not at all. Bahar for a long 3-pointer. Doesn't get it to go.
And maganda yung basa ni Coach Leo Austria sa pagpasok kay Ronald Tubid. You know, kanina po-post up si Jamil Watkins, hindi siya makapasok sa sobrang tight ng defense. So pinasok itong si Ronald Tubid to be able to shoot the 3-point shot if they're open para medyo bumukas ng konting depensa.
Tama, kasi pinalitan niya si Rich Alvarez. And Rich Alvarez is really known as a slasher, rebounder. He really is not known for his outside shooting.
Well, he's more of a role player, no? And medyo kailangan nila ngayon someone who has 3-point accuracy, and that's Ronald Tubid.
Tubid committing his first foul on an attempted shot block on Rafi Rivas.
First foul para kay Tubid. medyo parang pag nakikita natin si Ronald Tubit today, parang hindi kompleto yung gear niya, no? Wala siya nung dalawang wristband niya sa sa arms niya, at saka yung headband.
Well, hindi na ata kailangan ng headband.
Chris Calagio for Renzi Bahar, Chris Jackson
He's
for
got the
Michael.
buzz cut. Luke Calagio checking in for Renzi Bahar. Chris Jackson in for Mike Rayback.
So yun lang yung problema nung pag nagsasub tong si Coach Leo Austria. Lumiliit bigla yung lineup niya. And you know, that kahit na veterano tong si Chris Jackson, he gives off a lot of height doon kay Rafi Rivas or Mark Sanford.
Pero I think ang sugal ni Coach Leo dyan, they might be smaller, but they're more accurate as far as shooters are concerned. Tubid underneath. Loses the ball to Ato Morano. 5-point lead enjoyed by the Coca-Cola Tigers. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first quarter. Rudy Hatfield. Off to Morano. Morano. Box out. Stolen by Chris Jackson.
Good defense.
Tubid with the ball. Tubid all the way. Oh, nice pass off to De La Cruz, and he draws the foul.
At yan ang dinadala ni Ronald Tubid. Kahit hindi siya nakakashoot, intensity, nakita mo siya. Right after he made the pass, na-shoot ni Tony De La Cruz. Goes up.
At walang takot here. Let's take another look at that. He looks like he's going to take it all on his own against Sanford and Morano. Draws them away from Tony De La Cruz, and even Rob Wainwright trying to come in and stop that play was unable to anymore.
In-attract niya talaga yung defense at left Tony De La Cruz.
De La Cruz converting on that and cuts the lead down to 2. Mark Sanford to Rafi Rivas. Pass the ball around. Wainwright back to Sanford. A lot of height advantage of Sanford over Jackson. Wainwright all the way. No travel call. Watkins with the rebound. Oh, stolen by Morano. Morano. Oh!
Tubid wanted to get it back.
I think na-concern si Tubid dahil siguro nga.
Let's try to look at it again.
There's another one.
Goaltending talaga sa.
Let's go, Robert. Come on.
Well, yes, it looked very, very. It started its downward
Traveling violation.
trajectory as very close call, that goaltending.
Walang alam ko pagka paakyat yung ball and pag inipit mo dun sa board, that's goaltending. But, well, looks like it was a very close call para sa ating referees, and they called it a goaltending. Counted it as 2 points.
Abarientos in the ball game for Ato Morano. Rafi Rivas with 5 seconds left. Jumper by Johnny A, and it's a switch.
Johnny Abarientos, sobrang swabe rin. Kakapasok lang and scoring his first 2 points.
Calagio working his way around Wainwright. De La Cruz to Tubid. To Watkins. Watkins binabantayan ni Rafi. Double team, then still goes for the layup. No go, rebounded by. There's Sanford soaring in. Hatfield with an interesting bounce pass.
Well, alam mo to, si Rudy Hatfield, he has the knack of finding the open man. You know, nung naglalaro siya before para sa Tanduay Rum Masters, he was a role player, so they moved the ball around very well.
Full timeout called by the Coca-Cola Tigers. Here's another look at Sanford. Doesn't get it to drop, but what a nice soar-in play by Mark Sanford. We'll be back after these messages. 22-16, lamang Coca-Cola ng 6 don't go away. You're watching the PBA on ABC. Son of Bong Ravena. Sanford first of his 2 free throws. We went over a few scenarios dito po sa umpisa ng ating coverage, no? And if the Tigers win this game ulit, if the Tigers win this game and the Thunder, the Red Bull Thunder beat the Beermen, a 4-way tie ang mangyayari between Coca-Cola, Alaska, Red Bull, and Talk Text. So Coca-Cola is still gunning for it. Pero malaking bahagi doon ay maapektuhan ng outcome ng ibang game. So kahit na manalo sila, kailangan pa rin nilang ipagdasal na yung mga ibang kalaban nila ay matalo so that their chances get
Will
better.
improve, oh.
Yes. Samantalang ang Shell naman, nakasalalay talaga sa kanila ang outcome nito. Pag nanalo sila, na-ensure nila na makakalaban nila ang Santa Lucia. Whereas kung hindi sila manalo, maaaring makakalaban na lang nila kung sino ang mapupunta sa 5th place, which is Red Bull, Talk and Text, maybe even Alaska.
So mas mahirap na kalaban yung mga yon. So alam natin, you know,
Sanford is down.
Jamil Watkins just dunking that ball with so much ease.
Ito yung kinakatakutan natin kanina, no, na sinugal nga ni Coach Chot, ilalaro niya pa rin si Mark Sanford despite Mark Sanford openly complaining na masakit na nga ang mga tuhod niya. Let's take another look at that.
Looks like he hyperextended.
Yes.
Pag-recover niya doon.
Hindi siya collision.
Oo.
30-second timeout called by the Coca-Cola Tigers as Mark Sanford is helped off the court. Yun.
Parang kumapit yung sapatos niya, then
Oo.
the knee gave way.
That looks really painful.
Especially if you already have an injury bugging you. And,
Well, this is what we're afraid of is Mark Sanford is walking it off.
Oo.
Pero malaki yung pagkakaiba ng being able to walk and being able to play.
Oh, and play at a level, you know, as an import level. Pwede ka maglaro na parang pang-5 lang, pang-kompleto. But, you know, they need a Mark Sanford to be able to win this game.
Mark Sanford averaging close to 40, 35 points. Coca-Cola is going to need that, especially in the remaining games that they have. Rob Wainwright, nice jumper from the side.
Well, kaya naman nandyan si Rob Wainwright to shoot those open jumpers. And natin, Rob Wainwright pressuring the ball.
Ronald Tubit, fouled by Johnny Abarrientos. That's 3 free throws right there.
Free throws, oh, hindi masyadong anong foul yun. And Johnny Abarrientos does not like the call.
His first personal 15 foul for the
Alam mo, hindi ko maintindihan, Dominic, is meron ka ng injury. Siguro nga, alam mo naman, you know, tuhod mo yan. Alam mo naman kung anong kakayahan ng tuhod mo. Pero I don't see Mark Sanford wearing any brace or supports.
Actually, I noticed that and I was gonna tell you also that. And siguro, well, hindi natin alam kung ano talaga yung problema ng tuhod niya. All we know is masakit lang yung tuhod niya. So, could be rin yung mga knee brace hindi nakakatulong. You know, sometimes yung mga knee brace naman is just to relieve the pressure. So, it might be something else which a knee brace or a knee sleeve won't do any good for him.
That's true, pero and I guess I speak from personal experience. May nabibili ka ng knee support na meron mga titanium rods to make sure na at least laterally, which ayaw mo naman talaga na mangyari sa tuhod mo na gumalaw laterally, it will ensure na at least laterally. And on that injury a while ago where it looked like he hyperextended, his knees looked like they wobbled sideways. And all I'm wondering is, you know, a brace will offer some sort of support, and no brace at all will offer no support. Rob Wainwright with an attempted 3-point. Nice rebound by Hatfield, and he taps it back into Poch Wino. Hatfield taking it strong. Looked like a block by Jamil Watkins, but there was a foul by Chris Jackson.
So si Rudy Hatfield being very aggressive in the first quarter of our game. He has 4 points and has an opportunity now sa ating free throw for 2 more.
Hatfield at the line. Again, we hope that that little hyperextension of Mark Sanford is nothing serious. This is the gamble you take when you continue to play an injured player.
Well, you gotta give it to the guy also. You know, he wants to play, keep on playing. And yun ang fighting spirit na gusto mo naman makita sa isang player.
Shell Turbochargers having difficulty getting past the half line. Chris Calagio harassed by Rob Wainwright. Bill Watkins with a nice putback.
It's a good play by the Turbochargers. Backdoor play and alley-oop para kay Jamil Watkins.
Under a minute left in the first quarter with Coca-Cola still leading by 5. Rafi Rivas. Around Jamil Watkins, no go. Chris Calagio.
Makikita mo talaga nag-iiba yung tira pagka si Jamil Watkins yung nandun sa harapan mo.
Siyempre naman, this guy is notorious for his blocks.
Well, Jamil Watkins averages 3.1 blocks a game. Well, makikita natin, nagpe-pressure ngayon ng Coca-Cola Tigers kasi nakikita nila walang natural point guard itong turbochargers sa floor ngayon.
That's the second traveling violation on Calagio that he completely disagrees with. Nabunggo siya at sa opinion niya dapat foul yun at hindi yung traveling. So let's see if the Coca-Cola Tigers can pull off a last shot before the end of the quarter. Abarientos to Hatfield. Hatfield to Wainwright and Rivas left open.
An easy slam for Rafi Rivas. Makita mo, hindi si Watkins yung
Calagio.
nasa harapan niya. Kaya he went for the dunk. But, you know, that's just easy 2 points again para sa Coca-Cola Tigers. Now they're up by 9.
And you can't allow the Coca-Cola Tigers to have shots like that, especially when they feel na injured yung import nila. It's the locals that step up. And this is Rafi Rivas right here. Another good look at that slamma-jamma.